so proud of him. Everything that he's done. I met him, knew him about a year or so ago, and he has come such a long way. Everybody's talking about him. Everybody's bragging on him, and you're going to see why in a few minutes. He literally changed his whole financial situation, living his best life, has the most prettiest little girl. She is adorable. So guys, get your people on, let everybody know we're going to get started in about 4 minutes. Now, keep in mind, this is church music, okay? I don't even know what to say. But it's clean. That's all I can say. It's clean. It's holy. Okay, but you can bounce through it a little bit. So we're gonna chime in from where you're calling in from. Pass this out to your teams. Let everybody know we're getting started. I'm gonna post it again in my team, my other two legs, and we have a great treat for you. So we want you to sit back and enjoy. So I'm gonna chime in first. I'm from Texas. I'm here in Texas, and let me send this to my other groups here. Corpus Christi. So you just right down the street. Right down the street. I guess it's from Miguel. Where you from this time? You're in Portugal. Oh, Portugal. Okay, Miguel is in Peru today. Antonio is in Portugal. Come on here. Miguel is somewhere every couple of hours. He's in a new country. He's living his best life. Okay. All right, we're gonna get started in a minute. We got about 2-3 more minutes. So I'm gonna mute out. I need to call a few people to make sure that they're on. It's 2 a.m. Antonio, now we know you're dedicated. It's 2 a.m. and you're on the call. Oh, well, you're in for a special treat on tonight. You're in for a special treat. Mr. Serrano specializes in HFX, in binary options. I have looked at a lot of teachers and his patience and how he make it so simple and how you can make money in 3 minutes. It is so amazing. Okay, we have about 20 people on the call. Y'all do better. Let's get some more people on. Unless it's Bible study night for some. And if you're in Bible study, then I understand. Don't get on. Cindy, welcome to the call, Cindy. We have Angela Gant on the line all the way from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. We have Brandon on the line. Josiah made some money today off gold. He's here in Texas by way of Detroit. We got Mr. Banks all the way from New York City. Latanya, Alicia. Sylvia, welcome to the call. Now we coming in. Nidra, welcome to the call. Little Rock, Arkansas is in the house. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hopping on. And we don't want to waste any time because I want Kevin, not Kevin, I want, well, Kevin Serrano, that's my partner with the London payout, Sixto Serrano. I want him to show you how to use the product as well. He has an amazing story. He's a wonderful father, great leader, great mentor. And he started about a year ago, a year and a half ago. He's up under Randy Webb. Y'all know the Webbs. They know everybody. And he came in this space, an opportunity that we had. He saw it. He took full advantage. He had his ups and downs, just like everybody else that wanted to quit. But he did not quit. He continued on. And remember what I said last night, that or anytime that you try to master something, it's going to take you more than just an overnight and more than just a couple of months. You have to go to school for 12 years. You're having problems with your camera? That's okay. You have to go to school for 12 years just to say that you can function in this economy and work a job. Then you go to school for another 4 years so that you can say, I specialize in this. And then if you want to master it, you have to go to school for another 18 months to say that I'm a master at whatever the thing that you went to school for. So he did it and he mastered it. He adapted, he overcame, and it didn't happen overnight. It's about a year and a half to where he's really doing really good, and he still have his ups and his downs, just like everybody else. We don't expect to win everything, but he has done such a good job. I'm gonna let him give his testimony, and before he comes on, real quick, while we're waiting on others to hop on, come on, share the feed, let's get on. And for those that don't know, or brand new people are our guests, my name is Dr. Kathy Kirkland. I'm a co-pastor of the church here in Killeen, Texas. I have to always say that first so that y'all know that I am a pastor. Okay. And you don't see too many of us doing what we're doing right now. And when I was first introduced to this, I've been pastoring for about 11 years alongside my husband, Dr. Mark Kirkland, and I've been evangelizing for right at 30 years. I'm a mother of 5, a grandmother of 6, and they are still coming. Not the kids, but the grandkids. And when I first got into this, it was at an inopportune time. When the real estate market crashed, my whole world crashed right along with it, including my 401k. I had worked from age 19 to mid-40s, and I had lost everything. And I was about to lose. I lost my rental property company. I lost all my properties, and I had a padlock on the house that I'm currently staying in. I was about to lose it as well. And the only reason why I didn't lose it because I became a squatter in my own house. And what we're doing tonight is somebody took the time out to look on my plate to make sure that I have more than enough during this space and opportunity that we're going through right now. This world is in a crisis, pretty much. But the world has been here before, but you haven't. So the reason why we're on here is to make sure that you have more than enough. I was introduced to this by my good friend, Dr. Joel Tinker. And long story short, I met her. And we met in Dallas, went to an event similar to this. And they told us how we can earn money while we learn, pretty much go back to school all over again. And needless to say, I didn't want to go to school to get another good job. I didn't want to do that. But what they did tell me was how you can make money work for you. And if you don't know how to make money in your sleep, you will work until you die. And that was a reality for me. And I did not have another 20 years to give anybody. I was surrounded by millionaires, multimillionaires, and one billionaire. And they was whispering some knowledge in our ear. And so on tonight, Serrano is going to whisper some knowledge in your ear, and he's going to show you some things for your eyes. And so I came home and I began to talk to my friends about it and begin to tell them about what I had learned, and, you know, for them to come to school with me, and hey, we can get this together. We can get out of this rat race and all of this. And needless to say, they was like, this is a scam. Because it's something new and you have never seen it or heard it before, that do not mean that it's a scam, okay? So I was discouraged. I began to pray about it and everything. And God gave me the scripture, Ecclesiastes 11:1. The Good News Translation states that it's good to enter into foreign trade because you never know what bad luck this world is going to give you. And you need a minimum of 7 streams of income in order to survive. So from that point on, I had $40. I got in the market. I copied, I pasted, and I learned, and I earned, and I mastered. I went from $40 to $1.3 million in 8 months. And out of that experience was birthed the ECC 11 strategy. Um, it The ECC 11 strategy has a 90 to a 94% win ratio. I was the first Black female to create a strategy, and I named it after the word to encourage you that every time you enter into foreign trade, it is still good whether you win or lose. And what I tell everybody else is, if you lose it, you know where you lost it at. You lost it in the market, and you know which direction it went. So you get back in the market and you learn and you trade. And after that, I became like the top educator. Been in the top. I was the top educator for 8 months in a row, and then I became in the top 5 for the past 2 years. I recently just pulled back because I knew what season we were in. Right when I met Kevin, when I met Randy, when I met Wanda, when I met Miguel, when I met Serrano, when I met them, I'm doing the same thing I did for them that I'm doing for you guys. And so I wanted him to come on here tonight, give his testimony, because y'all heard mine, of other people who has great success and have done so much within this market and this time frame. And we got ex-military on here, we got active duty military on here, and they are all trying to make sure and secure their bag, because we was military. My husband did 25 years of service, but when the market crashed, he had to go back to work. And so we're trying to make sure that you have more than enough in this season. So Serrano, I think we made you the host. I'm going to turn this part over to him. So guys, y'all show him some love in the chat. So when he comes on, and he's going to blow your mind. Now, if y'all ain't excited, I am all by myself. So I'm really excited, and I got my screen pulled up in case you call a trade. I'm ready. So I'm all set. So I'm going to turn it over to you. Y'all show him some love in the chat. Throw some ones in the chat. Go ahead, baby. It's all yours.
Okay, I believe I'm unmuted now. So if you guys can hear me, just put a 2 in the chat. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. And if you can see my screen, that's me holding a camera on television. If you can see that, put a 3 in the chat. Just want to make sure you can see my screen. Okay, cool. All right, so I made sure, Dr. Kathy, that I'm gonna put my timer on, because I don't want to go over time, and respect the time that you have given me on here. So we got 30 minutes and start. Okay, so those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Sixto Serrano, and I did serve in the military. I was a Navy, a squid, if you want to say that. But right after the Navy, I went to school for multimedia production. And then from multimedia production, I got into TV, to television, to cooking shows, to traveling, different type of niches that I got into as a cinematographer. And from working for someone, I decided to work for myself, and I freelance for a few years now. It's been a while since I've been working for myself, and I haven't worked for anyone else. But this is my journey, doing outdoor adventures, Olympics type style events, fishing events, cooking shows, outdoor hunting, where I'm on a helicopter and they're actually hunting out of a helicopter. That was, you talk about adrenaline, that's adrenaline. And we're just literally I got sick out of that helicopter ride, because looking at a screen while the helicopter's going, next to the mountains and doing its thing as maneuvers, I was like, hey, put me down, I'm about to barf. So I had some fun. Private jets, private planes, we definitely, they flew me out to different cities for different clients. And I got to drive some very nice, fast cars while, you know, as a freelance cinematographer. We would take these trips. We would call it a bro trip. A group of friends would just go and rent some exotic cars for the weekend and do our thing and just drive, you know, nice cars. I'm a car guy. So took my wife. We'll do like a weekend getaway on cities that we've never been to. So this was our first time in New Orleans, which I loved. First time in Baltimore. We took a quick trip over there. Check it out. This is in Cancun. I don't know if anyone heard of Isla Mujeres Island. Beautiful, beautiful place over there. Chicago. I know some people probably are from Chicago on this call. That was my first time in Chicago. I've always wanted to see this specific location because I've always seen it on TV, like shows and movies. I'm like, man, where is that from? That's so cool. So I got to see it and take a picture in front of it. And this picture right here, this picture is pretty much my lifestyle. I've always seen the runway. I was always going to the airport to fly somewhere and film for someone. And that's literally my lifestyle right there. And this is actually my last time since COVID. This was my last time being at the airport. So this is the picture of the moment where it was my last time. I don't know when's the next time, you know, I'll be flying again, but this was the last time I had a gig to travel. Um, but while doing this as a cinematographer, a little over a year ago, I was presented with Forex. And actually, Dr. Kathy was the first educator that I got to see when I signed up for the academy. And I got to see Dr. Kathy and the ECC 11 strategy and all that. And then I heard her story and what she did with, you know, a very little amount and then just grew it. And I was like, wow, if that's really possible, then this is something that I'm interested in getting really good at. But I know it's going to take some time. So I took this seriously. So while I was a freelance cinematographer, I was also, whenever I had free time, studying Forex trading. Okay. So I was working for myself. I'm getting paid good money. But I still want to have another avenue because, you know, my dad didn't raise no fool. He said, don't put all your eggs in one basket, have multiple streams of income. So I've always wanted to find another way to make another stream of income. And this was one of them. So this is what I was studying. I was studying HFX and traditional Forex at the time. And I didn't know how important this skill was going to play out in my life. As soon as the COVID hit, all my gigs that I had lined up for the year just canceled on me. And I was relying on that money to what? Pay the bills, pay my mortgage, you know, and pay my car payment, all that, you know, my lifestyle just like came to, I don't want to say halt because I did have other streams of income coming, but it got really tough. And so that forced me, even though I'm already trading and getting good at it, it forced me to get really, really good at trading to supplement the income that was gone. Okay. So as a cinematographer. So now my wife and I, you know, we trade, we work from home, and this is my lifestyle. This is us. So we would sit down together. Actually I had a friend build this floating desk and make it long enough so that both my wife and I could sit next to each other and do our thing together. So, another Christian brother of mine, and I thank the Lord for him. He was able to do this for me at a very low cost, thankfully, because at the time I was like, all right, I need to start making some money. So this is what we're doing now. I'm sitting on my desk, and this is what I do. I wake up in the morning. I have my Bible study. You know, I spend some time with my wife and my child. And then right after that, I get my coffee, and I'm literally, this is me sitting in front of my desk, looking at the charts, getting into go live sessions and the strategies. So with that being said, I'll get into the strategies now and what I'm excited about on sharing with you guys. So that's my story. I've definitely enjoy HFX. I've been doing this for a little over a year now, and I actually didn't share this with anyone for a year. I was just particularly just focused on becoming a trader. I didn't really think of sharing the blessings with anyone until it was like, okay, you know what? I'm having a lot of success and the economy is going down. I know a lot of people need something like this. They need to learn a strategy to help them create another income, somehow. So this was a perfect vehicle to get into and learn a strategy that can help them create another income. So especially when the COVID hit, my heart was like, man, what can I do to help other people? Yes, I'm in this situation, but what can I do to help other people? And this was it. This was the vehicle that I can take to bless other people. And that's when, my trading group was born. So my trading group is Fast to Freedom, and it's open. And I just add people there if you want to learn, HFX. That's definitely a place to do it. But I point everybody to the HFX Academy because I go over the strategy because I do have a lot of questions that come to me, and I try to answer as many questions as I can. I try to take my time. I'm very patient for new students that come into the academy. So one of my favorite strategies that I like to share with especially new students in the academy is called the simple scalper. Cash trap is a very good strategy as well, but this is the one that I started off with. So I tend to go back to this one when, whenever someone, asks me, what's your favorite strategy? I tend to go back to the one that I started with that I got really good at. So, and it's very easy for me to explain it for anyone that's following. So if you're in the academy or if you're not in the academy, this is what it's going to look like. My back office at the academy on what you purchase. Oh, let me sign on. So what you purchase will come up, and this is the HFX Academy. And what's really cool is, you can go through it straight from the beginning, and you don't need to know anything. Okay, so to start off, when I came into this, I knew zero about Forex. So I had someone ask me, how did you know about Forex before you came in? Because you seem like you've been doing this for a very long time. No, sir. No, ma'am. I came in knowing zero. Okay. And I was dedicated. I took 4 months on a demo account, 4 months just to practice. Okay. Just practice, 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 practice. And what I did was I went through each video. I even replayed videos. If I really liked something and I knew that I had to get it down packed, I replayed some of these videos over and over again. One other thing that helped me to learn even quicker were the go live sessions. So the go lives are just gold on the academy. So let me just open that up real quick. And the go live sessions is literally over the shoulder trading and training from top educators in the HFX Academy. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's refresh this. That locked me out. So the top educators of the week will, they'll post them up here. You'll see them. And we're going to go to HFX. There are other academies, but I'm just going to focus on HFX for now because that's the one that I specialize in. So when you click HFX and you see the go live sessions, you're going to see on this left-hand side, if you see someone's head pop up, then that means they are live right now. So what I want to do is share that with you, share computer sound. Okay, so I'm going to click on Evan Cabral. He was one of the first HFX educators that I learned from. So I'm gonna go ahead and click here. And this is pretty cool because you can just go on and listen to exactly.
Huge fast drop, and then boom.
Okay, so he's live, he's doing a training, and just this alone is worth every penny. If you can have top educators, 6 to 7 figure earners, literally just spilling out, you know, all the secrets to you, everything that they use to win 80, 90% win rate, even higher. I mean, that is gold. That's what I did. So I was going through the academy, and then I would, as much as I could, go log on to the go live sessions, and I would pick like 2 or 3 educators and stick with them, and then, you know, get their strategy, their style, and literally I would be mirroring that type of trader or that type of educator. So I'm doing exactly what they say to do. So that's that right there in itself. A lot of people pay thousands of dollars to get mentors just like that, one-on-one sessions. Okay, so that right there is just phenomenal. Not only that, what blows my mind is that they give you the strategies that they're using. Okay, so the software that they're using, which is really cool, I'm going to go ahead and open that up. So the software that they give you when you're a student in the HFX Academy, they're going to give you the Liberty app. The Liberty app is, if we look at it right here, the educators, they have multiple educators. The average number of trades a week is 10 a week. And I could tell you personally, it's way more than 10, because when I'm on Go Lives, I'm at least doing three trades, you know, on a Go Live session, and that's multiple days when you're on Go Live. So it's way more than 10 a week. And then you're getting hours a week on training. So I mean, this literally is the key right here. This is the, I would like to say, the special sauce, you know, to getting in on the trades. Let me just close that out. So with the Liberty app comes 3 strategies that you get to choose from that comes with the package of the HFX Academy. So like I said before, the simple scalper was the first strategy that I learned and got really good at. So you're going to go ahead and click that. And what happens is that the proprietary software does its thing with the algorithm. It scans the market, and then it'll pull up a currency pair where it sees an opportunity to get in on a trade. Okay, and all the trades will be on the right hand side. So if you see my marker, you have USD, you have USD CHF, and you can click each one, and it'll open up the, you know, that chart for that currency. So for this is pretty cool. So this is a 5-minute chart I'm looking at. So the rule is when you're looking at this chart, specifically for this strategy, the rule is 3 candles. So each candle is worth 5 minutes because we're looking at a 5-minute chart. So if we want to see a setup for 3 minutes, like say we want to win in 3 minutes, this is what I love about HFX. It's very quick. You know your results within 3 minutes. So you actually can know your results within 60 seconds, to be honest with you, because we have a 1-minute chart. Okay, so 1-minute chart, what we're going to be doing is looking for a setup for a 3-minute trade. Now again, each candle, now that we're looking at a 1-minute chart, each candle is worth 1 minute. Okay, so when we see a setup, we're going to look for a 3-minute trade. And one thing that I look for, as soon as I see a setup, or as soon as I see the chart, I'm looking at the EMA line. The EMA line is purple. Okay, that's the purple line right here. It's called the 200 EMA. So, and what that's telling me is the overall trend. So if I see that EMA line, the purple line on the top, I know that the trend is going down. If I see that purple line on the bottom of this Bollinger Band, the red and blue lines, This is the Bollinger Band indicator. If I see this purple line underneath this blue line, then that means the overall trend of that specific time is going up. So that's why when you hear someone says it looks like a bullish trend, think of the bull with the horn going up. Now, when someone says it looks like a bearish trend, think of a bear when they walk, their neck is always down. So it looks like a bearish trend. It looks like a bullish trend. So when you see the purple line starting to go through the Bollinger Band, it's going through the Bollinger Band, that's when some really good consolidation reversal setups happen. And consolidation means that the market is slow. And when the market is slow in consolidation phase, that means that this strategy is perfect and prime for the taking, for setups, okay? So what I mean by this is that now if this was the market right now and the purple line was literally going through the Bollinger Band just like this, we just missed it. This happened earlier, but I'm going to give you an example on how to profit for 3-minute trades on this type of phase at this time, because this happens all throughout the day. The market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So what I'm looking at are setups when the Bollinger Band starts to bottleneck. When it starts to bottleneck this red and blue line, then that means the market is slow, and we're going to get some up and down movement within that skinny, slow market within the Bollinger Band. And if you're new here, is this the first time you're even hearing these words, Bollinger Band? Just think of the Bollinger Band as rubber bands, because the market or the price stays inside of the Bollinger Band 90% of the time. Only 10% of the time it actually pierces through the Bollinger Band. So think of it as a rubber band. So when price bounces up on the Bollinger Band, it's literally snapping back inside the Bollinger Band. So if it hits the bottom, it's snapping back up. If it hits the top, it's snapping back down. And that's as simple as I can explain it. So we got actually a few setups that we could have taken on this opportunity at this time frame when you see this. So the simple scalper is like perfect when you see this type of phase, consolidation phase. The purple line is going through the Bollinger Band. So this is what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and put an arrow here. Then I'm going to put another arrow because I already see opportunity that I would have taken within consolidation phase. Okay, so this 3 arrows for me are solid 3 trades within minutes that just happen back to back. Okay, and I teach people how to compound their account 4 trades at a time. So if the power of compounding, you can really increase your account very quickly. So if you would have, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the price to hit the bottom of this Bollinger Band. So remember, when it'll bounce up, I'm looking for the price to hit the Bollinger Band, and then I'm looking for cross ups. These 2 indicators, these are 2 indicators on the bottom. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this cross up, and then I'm looking for the RSI cross up. So it's a small cross up, but it still counts because it still did a cross up. So whenever you see this black line come out and then up, crossing up this blue dotted line on this top indicator and bottom indicator, when you see those 2 cross up and the price hit the bottom of the Bollinger Band, you know that it's about to do a reversal. So in consolidation phase, this is what you'll see. You'll see buy and sell opportunities. So that would have been 1. This is another one. You see the cross down, and then you see another one. This one didn't come all the way down. Now again, there are exceptions to the rule, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, the RSI on the bottom is relative strength. That's telling you the strength of the price point. So if I see it hitting the bottom of the Bollinger Band and it was not, oh, wait, sorry guys. So it did do a cross up. I was looking at another, all right, cool. So it did do a cross up. So that's another trading. So if you guys want to learn about RSI and the strength on why I would get into it, that'll be another trading. So this one did cross up, and I would have taken that for a 3-minute trade. So each candle is 3 minutes, 1, 2, 3, bam. Right after that, I would have seen this, ooh, a sell, 3 minutes, 1, 2, 3, cleared. Went right back down, crossed up, got in for a buy, 1, 2, 3, cleared. So those were back-to-back opportunities. Now, how do you get in on a trade? Okay, cool. I have 7 minutes, so I'm gonna explain this very quickly. How do you get in on a trade if you see this? Okay, so what we're gonna do is show you an example of a broker that you can use for a demo account. So if you want to practice, this is definitely a great website to go to, is Pocket Options, to start practicing the before opening up a live account. Okay, so when I see this, looking at the blue line right here, all the way to the right, you see these numbers? They're gonna give you the price point or the strike price. So I'm gonna hover around the blue line, and I'm gonna look all the way to the right. So it says 0.91359. So the last three are the ones that I'm looking at. So 359 or lower, that is the strike price that I'm looking for. So USD CHF, I'm gonna take you to the broker that you'd be using. So this is what the platform looks like. So very quickly, I'm going to just share with you how to get in on a trade. Once you deposit, this is a demo account. So once you deposit money, the money will be here, but you can start as a demo account and just practice. Okay. Now we're going to choose 3 minutes. And when you choose 3 minutes, it'll basically give you the time until expiration, and it's 2 minutes, less than 3 minutes left. So from this dotted blinking little bulb that's happening right now, this is the market. This is live. So the market is moving up and down, and from this blinking bulb to the line where the white flag is, that's 3 minutes of time. So if I were to get in on a trade, that'll be 3 minutes, and the expiration time will end at that white flag. So it just moved forward. So if I get on a trade now, like say for instance, I do a sell, and I'll do one for a buy as well. So if this bulb, doesn't matter how far away it is from my strike price, if I just got in for a sell, then if it's below at the end of this time until expiration time, and if it's below and I only did a sell, I'm in profit. Okay, so I would get back what I put in, which is $10, and then the percentage. Now the rule is, when you're trading, look for trades that pay out 70%. Well, how do you do that? You go to the top left-hand side and you look for currencies that pay out 70% or higher when you're trading, because then it's worth getting in on a trade. So this is just for an example purpose, educational purpose, to show you exactly what's happening and how you can profit. Now, if it goes above my strike price, then if I only did a sell, I would, and it's above at the end of my time limit, I would lose that trade. Okay. Now, again, when you're in a live, when you open up a live account, you want to do 1 to 3% of your account when you're getting into trades. So that way, because money management is very important when you're trading. So this is on the top left-hand side. You choose your currency, bam, That's how you choose your currency. You look for ones that are 70% or higher. And that's really, I mean, with the price, we're looking at the chart. Right now, we're looking at the area chart. You could change it to candle if you wanted to. So the look of it would be similar to the simple scalper. But we're looking at area, and this is usually what it looks like when you open up a broker account or a demo account. This is what it looks like. So hopefully you guys understand how to use this broker now. So you would put the amount here, and your strike price, when I was explaining it before, if I'm looking to get into a trade and it hits the blue, I'm going to be looking at the number, the last three, 359. And if I was looking at that exact pair, what I'm looking at is the strike price on the right hand side. It'll give you the strike price, the amount of what I'm looking for. And I was looking at around 359 or lower. Once it hits that number here on the right hand side, I would hit buy, and I would make sure it's 3 minutes and just hit buy. And then that's how you know when to get in on a trade if you're looking at the simple scalper and you know specifically the area or the strike price that you're looking for to get in on a trade. So that's how you use it with your broker. And so real quick, I just want to scan the market and see if we can see a live example to get into. So, okay. So when it's the purple line is above, the overall trend is going down. So when you're looking at this is a 5-minute chart. So when we're getting into a downtrend trade, we're looking for pullbacks. We're looking for it to pull back like a slingshot and then let go because the overall trend is going down. So these are the type of areas that I would be looking for to get on a trade, are these pullbacks where it's coming up and then get into a trade. So this was a nice pullback. It didn't go all the way up to the Bollinger Band. And sometimes if you don't see a setup, I would just switch the chart. We're in a 5-minute chart. Just switch it to a 1-minute chart. And sometimes you'll see a different setup when looking at a 1-minute chart. So the overall trend is going down. This was actually a pretty nice pullback right here. That was a nice pullback, and you'll see the cross down, and you get it on a trade. So I don't want to go into too much detail. I'm keeping my time here. So that was 30 minutes, and that's how simple it is just for this strategy. You're just looking for cross down. Where is it hitting on the Bollinger Band, and you can get in on a trade and use the broker right here. And then for 3 minutes, within 3 minutes, you could literally see profits within 3 minutes. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my story and sharing how I use HFX and Simple Scalper to get into profits. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, show him some love in the chat. And if you want to learn how to trade HFX and Forex, we'll drop the Telegram in the link here. But for those that are brand new and you just signed up, get back with the person that invited you to this call. Now, it's really affordable in order to be able to go to I Am Mastery Academy to learn this skill set, just like he did, just like I did, just like everybody else. And for some of you, it seems like it may be a little too complicated or whatever. Listen, don't let the charts intimidate you. That's what they do. They intimidate you. But it's as simple as a red line crossing the blue line. It's as simple as the arrow pointing up and the arrow pointing down. And it's just that easy. We just showed you how, and I believe he just made money in his demo by showing you how to do it and everything. So it's only $234.95 to start. Okay. And it's $174 for continuing education. we ask that you get in and at least commit some time to it. And I know that you guys have the time and you have the space to do it, because we'll go to work for 20 years, 25 years just to get a half a check. We'll go work for 8 hours and walk away with no pay. So guys, get back with the person that invited you to the call. Now, if you added HFX to it, you get the elite package. The elite package is $234.95 with a reoccurring fee of $174 a month. You get a lot in that package. You'll be able to access everybody in HFX. We're on 24 hours a day. Excuse me. And I'm one of the educators as well. And so you have access to me as well. So guys, get back with the person that invited you to this call. We thank you and we appreciate you so much. Serrano, thank you so much. Much love to you. And guys, for the team, he will be on more often. And you'll see when he's posting, when he's getting ready to do a training, and you guys can hop on that. So we make money around the clock, 24 hours a day. We work around your schedule. Thank you so much for hopping on. You guys have a great night.